Hello guys, this is Yara here, and today we're going to talk about Swordsoul. So this is the deck that I took to the YCS Houston a couple 2 weeks ago, and I think this deck is very strong. Like the only reason why I ended up losing is because I did some misplays that I shouldn't have, but I feel like I could have easily got into day two. I mean, the deck just felt strong. Like sometimes I wouldn't open any hand traps, and I would just break boards going second, basically just with engine alone. So I think that this deck has a lot of potential in the upcoming format. So basically, Protos is your a lot of the time your win condition, right? Especially going first or going second. Going second, you break the board, then you Protos them, and a lot of the times they don't have any ways to stop you, right? So I'm gonna showcase the deck profile. I'm gonna tell you why I decided to go with certain cards, and then after that, I'm gonna showcase some gameplay in Dueling Book Rated that I'm gonna show you guys. So yeah, Protos is your win condition when you know what your deck, what your opponent is doing. One mistake that I made at the YCS was trying to blind call Protos. Sometimes, like I think 50% of the right, I got it right by just calling light because a lot of people were on Ryziel or Fiendsmith, but sometimes you would just get it wrong. So I don't think it's worth just blind calling something. I think it's better to just go for maybe like a blackout instead. So that's a mistake that I made. So if you're gonna play this deck, please don't make that mistake. Uh, but yeah, we're playing Ash Blossom because of the Molcharm. He's in a lot of different decks. This hurts a lot. Triple Ecclesia, this card is clutch going second. If anything, he baits out an interruption. Nobody wants to see a Moe from deck or something like that. So triple Fualos, best card in the game right now. I mean, in the TCG. Moe, Moe reveal is the name of the game. You get a draw. I usually like to do Chain Link 2 Moe, Chain Link 1 something else, just so I can see what I draw off of Moe. But I guess it just depends, right? Because if you're gonna make your new Mula Adara, then you kind of want to go Mula Adara 2 and then Moe 1. If but I guess it just kind of depends. If you really need the Mula Adara to resolve, then but yeah. So we have two Taya, triple Lonyon, good card in time. Time only came up once, and I didn't Lonyon burn them. I just kind of attacked them at the YCS. So it's not like I was trying to cheese people with burn. Um, Two Adaras. I think two is just enough, especially because we're not playing Desires. I don't think Desires is necessary. You could try it out, but I don't know what I would cut for Desires is the thing. So two Adara. You could probably get away with one Taya, but I think just having a Taya in hand feels pretty good in my opinion. Two Adara, three Ashina, the best TENYI, one Mapura. This one is when your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a face-up non-effect monster. You can you control. You can banish card from your hand or graveyard and get the activation if you do destroy it. But that effect doesn't come up that often, of course. But the main thing is that it's a level 4 TENYI that you can special summon from hand or deck with your Ashina. So level 4 has great synergy with the new one right here. So one Shatana, this one is good, especially in battle phase, trying to go for like attacking, destroying your own monk or something, and then activating this can come in pretty clutch. So then we have triple Surya. I think three of this is just clutch, especially because this helps you play through the imperm. A lot of times at the YCS, I would reveal this of a Moe, and they will still imperm me, and I'm like, I don't know what you did there. I basically have the same thing, but we have two Vishuddha. I think that's just necessary. We have one Call by the Grave, one Dragon Circle, three Emergence, one TENYI Finity. I mean, this searches this and your vessel, so that's why you only play one and one. One talent. I was playing three at the YCS, but I think you have to play one because it's limited. Three impermanence, and now one blackout. You still want to play the blackout. The effect to get a token when it gets banished is clutch, and the popping effect is just good. Three Lancia for the Malice and a lot of different decks. Three Jordan Logbird for different decks. I would like to side this instead of maining it. It may move to the main, but I just don't know what to cut as a thing, right? So, one Harpy's Feather Duster, two Lightning Storm. I think stun decks are gonna become popular again, especially once the Morganite cards come out. Those cards are good. 3 triple tactics thrust, 1 sanctum, 1 DDG, and 1 D barrier. So you can set them off your thrust. So now the extra deck is something that you may be like, oh, it's a simple extra deck to make, but it actually took me a while to end up on this decisions on this extra deck because um there are some some cards that are mandatory, but some that are not. Right? Like for example, some people only play 2 monk, but I'm like, I like to have 3, especially because you can special summon one of your Saruya. You know, having triple of this came up so many times that I'm just like, I have to play 3 of these. Like, there's no way I'm just gonna play 2 of these. One shaman card is absolutely clutch, especially like once you going second, you're able to like break a lot of their board, and then shaman revive something, and then just keep going. Once Sahar, I can't pronounce this card, but it's a 3K, and you can summon it off your Saruya, so it can come up clutch sometimes. And the token, it's a level 4 token, so you're able to secret someone with it. We have one Yasi. Yasi was pretty good. Uh, yeah, your opponent cannot target this with card effects, so it dodges stuff like Imperm. So uh, one Mula Adara is card is clutch, being able to add the Tenyi, and then this adds the circle or the vessels, just clutch. One Supreme, one Sinister, 2 of the Chi Chao. This card, you have to play 2 of it. It comes up way too often to just play 1 of it. One Draco Berserker with the Tenyi. I like to have this. I like to have this in the extra deck because once you get locked out of your Shaman of the Tenyi condition, where it says you can activate the effect of special summon monsters from the extra deck except Tenyi, you can still activate this and this after the restriction from the monk. So, I mean, from the shaman. So, something to keep in mind. One Xiaofang, I mean, the combo with Ashina and Adara is still very good to play through Nib, Valor, Ogre, cards like that. So, and 2 Baksha. 2 Baksha is just clutch. This is not a once per turn, so keep that in mind. So if you can activate both of his effects twice, basically, if you have 2 copies of it. So yeah, this card is crazy. So yeah, let me show you guys the game that I had unrated against Malice, just so you can kind of see like what this deck does in case you've never played with this deck. So you see right here, my opponent, I didn't know I won the die roll. My opponent, I didn't know what my opponent was playing, so I opened up Emergence, Adara, Saruya, Ash Blossom, and Imper. My opponent opens up Magnamut, Malice and Underground, Ultimate Slayer, Jerusalem, and Infinite Impermanence. So I start off by activating Emergence, trying to see if he has an Ash or something. I add Moi, reveal. I want to reveal Adara only because I don't want to let them know that I have this in hand, because if they know I have this in hand, then they shouldn't imper my Moi, right? Like, it wouldn't make sense to imper it. So of course they end up imper my Moi because they don't know that I have this in hand. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. So I just special summon that. Since I control a worm, so now I can go ahead and do the Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, like something in Chainlink 3 Surya. Something you want to keep in mind is that you have to have 2 or more worm monsters in your graveyard or banishment. So a lot of people make the mistake of doing Moi with token and making this. And if you don't have any other worms banished or in graveyard, you can't activate the effect, right? Because the token doesn't go to the graveyard. So something to keep in mind. But in this scenario, we did have 2. So we're gonna go ahead and resolve, summon out the monk, and then we're gonna draw another Moi with the Moi, and then we're gonna add the field spell. Now field spell is gonna go ahead and add a copy of Vessel. Vessel is gonna go ahead and dump the Ashana, and we're gonna go ahead and add the Shatana. Now we're gonna go ahead and link summon for the monk. Activate Shatana effect to summon itself, since we don't control any effect monsters. Now Ashana effect to special summon out another copy of Surya. That's why you kind of want to have 3 in case you have like 2 in hand or something like that, and then you can still special summon 1 from deck if you need to. So now we're gonna go for the Chi Chao. Chi Chao is gonna go ahead and add a copy of Blackout. See, like what I was doing at the YCS is I would have added emergence here. Well, I can't even add emergence. I already activated it. But at the YCS, assuming I didn't activate emergence, I would have added it and just add protos and then just blind call something, which was a mistake that I made. But I think the best thing to do would have just either add something like long yawn or blackout, just so you can have an extra interruption, right? So for sure interruption where you don't have to worry about like blind calling something. So I'm gonna go ahead and set imperm in the blackout, and he draws another copy of Malice of Underground. So right here, my opponent doesn't have engine, so he's gonna. Oh, he does have engine, but he didn't want to play through it, especially since he knows I have blackout. So now my opponent's gonna go first. He starts off with Dormouse, Field Spell, Terraforming, TB11, and Talents. So not a bad hand, right? Not a bad hand. So and I start out with Blackout, Emergence, Fualos, Long Yawn, and Ashana. I should have cited this out. You usually want to cite it out going second, but I just forgot. So it's gonna go ahead and set the TB11, activates Dormouse. I'm gonna go ahead and chain Fualos right here. I was like, before, if you didn't want to play into Talents, you would activate this in the draw phase or standby phase. But I was like, I'm just gonna wait out because I don't know what he's playing, and there's no way he's gonna open Talents at 1. And guess what? He opened it. So it's gonna go ahead and banish the White Rabbit effect to summon itself out. So now White Rabbit effect to go ahead and set. It's gonna go ahead and set a copy of GWC06. Activate Field Spell. Field Spell is gonna go ahead and banish the Chessy Cat. Summon itself out. So he's gonna go for a copy of the IP Masquerena, which he probably wanted to have like another option. Maybe he wanted to go for SP or something, or for one of their Link 3s. But if he went for one of the Malice Link 3s, it would have been better here. But because he was like, if he has an Imperm, I'm gonna snipe it out with Talents. So I go ahead and draw the Ecclesia because he summoned Masquerena. Now he's gonna Talent me. Look at my hand. And then he's like, oh, he doesn't have an Imperm, so he's safe. So he's gonna go ahead and snap out my Ecclesia. And then I draw into Imperm, and I immediately shotgun it, right? So which is kind of unfortunate for him, but so I'm gonna go ahead and target the IP Masquerena. So now I'm gonna go ahead and summon out Ashana. I'm gonna link it off for Monk. Ashana effect. Gonna go ahead and chain the copy of GWC06. So I'm gonna special summon out the Vishuda. Like, that's what I'm saying. This deck can just break boards with engine alone. In this scenario, I did draw the Imperm, but I feel like I still could have gotten it if it wasn't because of the Imperm. So Vishuda, I'm gonna go ahead and go into another Monk. Now Vishuda is gonna go ahead and snipe out the set. Yep, the TB11. So now I'm gonna go ahead and Long Yawn, pitch the Blackout, and my opponent just scoops it up right there. So yeah, I mean, the Tenyis help you break boards, so that's why I really love the Tenyis. But yeah, guys, hopefully you like the deck profile, the gameplay. Just wanted to show you what the deck can do. So and going first, and you know what your opponent is playing, or game 3 and your opponent you know what your opponent is playing. Protos is the name of the game, right? So anyways, guys, this was Yara here, and I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.